Everyone to another online Tecmo Super Bowl game. Today we have the rematch, Ryan11P versus MadTownSpliffStars. Ryan11P will be the San Diego Chargers, and the Denver Broncos will be played by Madtown. It looks like the Denver Broncos have won the toss, and will be kicking off. Pretty interesting matchup. San Diego and Denver, two teams that have a lot of similarities between one another. You have two quarterbacks that have rifle arms and not a lot of pass control to go with that throwing speed. You also have two stud running backs, Bobby Humphrey for the Broncos and Marion Butts for the Chargers. I think where the Broncos stand ahead a little bit is in two areas: the running speed of a quarterback like John Elway at 25 maximum speed, and then the better receiving core and tight end versus better defense, especially in the man defender category on the Chargers. So we open the game here with a couple runs. First run goes for a big gain. Marion Butts is dancing around the field here. Gets bottled up. We have forces a third down here. Ryan11P in good field position here. Pass one is called. Throws cross field to Quinn Early. Easy completion to a stationary target, and a first down and goal from the 9 is coming up. Smith again, the defender, and just not enough there to stop that run 3 play. And Marion Butts easily scores. So this game's starting much better than the first one for Ryan11P. Last game it was a 10-7 finish in favor of Madtown. Single back formation. Leslie O'Neal, the defender. Run one's called, but it's bottled up because of the called defense play. Seeley, the chosen defender this time, and Elway's pass is blocked. It did have a chance to get there. Seeley again on defense. Run 3 is called. Humphrey with a blocker, but the rest of the convoy gets there, and this drive is over. Time to punt. Bernstein on the return. Out near the 15. Can't quite get out of bounds. Less than a minute left in the first quarter. Ryan takes over. 15-yard line. Pass 1 is called. Arthur Cox on the reception, enough for a first down, and can get out of bounds. Anytime you can get a completion in the middle and get out of bounds without contact, that's a successful play. Pass 4 called, wide receiver 1 is open, running back is open, tight end is open. Correction on the running back 2 is open. But doesn't get away. Back to the same play call. This time Miller is open down below. Gets caught from behind just past the 50. First down for Ryan. And again, moving the ball down. Not too much difficulty. This time takes the sack. Doesn't want to risk that pass control leading to an interception. Time Marion Butts with a carry. What a great juke in between. Splits the defenders. Blocker takes out Smith, and he takes it to the house. That's an incredible run by Ryan there. I don't know how he got through that 6 inches of daylight. Well, after his best Gale Sayers impression, Marion Butts back-to-back touchdowns on back-to-back drives, 14-0. Under 4 minutes left here in the first half. Not much doing there out near the 10. Officially the 11-yard line. Seeley again. Seeley often a forgotten Tecmo defender when it comes to man control. And we'll see if he goes to the, tries to go back up to that run one play. And we have the double animation. We know what that means. Gilbert has committed an act of robbery here. He goes up and grabs that ball. Very critical drive for Madtown here. Back to run 3, which is just carving him up. Back to pass 1. Miller open down the field, just overthrown. He had what he wanted. He had his fastest receiver streaking down the field. Just couldn't get him the ball. Tolliver breaks the tackle with a little help from the offensive lineman. Finds the open man. Marion butts underneath and takes it all the way into the end zone. Marion Butts having a career game here already in the first half. And the kick is up, and it is good. 21-0. Now, if Madtown can find a way to come away with a touchdown on this drive, he does get the ball back in the second half. But so far, nothing doing on offense or defense for that matter. Wesley putting in Kubiak for the hopes of getting a floating pass. Kubiak has that slower delivery, which means it's going to take a different trajectory to the receiver, makes it harder to deflect on the way down. Pass 1 is called, a risky throw. Falls incomplete. That play does take a little bit of time to develop, but if you can get wide receiver 2 loose. Another called play to pass 2. Throws it down to Bobby Humphrey, who is not known for his reception skills. This time the run is called, and I think the goal here is just to get a first down, have another chance to chuck it down the field, which is what he'll try to do here. And this will be the last play of the half. Let's go. They waited a little too long, and now we have the safety bug, the block pass that goes out of the side of the end zone. So if you haven't seen that before, it's not terribly common. I actually lost a game in overtime once on that, not knowing that that existed. So a deflected pass that bounces out of bounds in this game, while you're in the end zone, will count as a safety. And I've also seen it where it bounces out of the back of the end zone, and the same thing happens. So that's got to be very, very frustrating. Madtown thought, oh, well, at least it's, we'll just go into the second half here. Now we're looking at a 4-score game. So the things are really out of sync here for Madtown. Let's see if he can just put together a drive and get some points on the board. And the frustrations continue. Humphrey runs into his own blocker and gets hung up there, and by the time he figures that out, he's engaged, and that play is over. Humphrey this time does get a little bit of running room, but still short of the first down, third down. Back to Humphrey. So it looks like the objective is to run at the top. Comes back down, and Ryan is not having it. Fumbles out of bounds, loss of 3 on the play. It looks like Ryan is fairly content to call run and cover at the back end with his defenders. And even with all of those open receivers, Madtown can only manage a 4-yard gain. That's the ability of the San Diego Chargers defenders, is they can cover a lot of ground in a hurry. And if you don't have a lot of pass control, it can be scary throwing even to guys that are kind of wide open. Those holes close in a hurry. Actually, as a wide open receiver on 4th down, can't make the delivery. And again, we're working with a short field here for Ryan11P. Goes with the run 2. And untouched into the end zone is Marion Butts. About to be up 30-0 here with the extra point. Not much doing on the return there, short of 15. Single back formation, going back to Celia coverage, we have pass 1 called, and Elway just taking his yards, and not that it matters so much at this point, but the only way to even attempt to get back in this game is to get touchdowns, and the running game just hasn't been particularly effective. So for that matter, the passing game, that was probably the first significant completion of the game. Elway cannot throw the ball in time as O'Neal gobbles it up. Looked like the animation had started. I'm guessing there may have been a little bit of a lag issue there. But the sack happens. That's online Tecmo. And we've got a 32, so decent run as we probably can be close to closing out the third quarter here with this play. Gilbert on the back end. Bobby Humphrey underneath, wisely the target here. And he gets a first down and a whole lot more. So good play there by Madtown. Start the fourth quarter, he doesn't check conditions. And a great baited throw there, or baited interception by Gilbert, who does fumble the ball, but recovered by the Chargers. So the Tecmo gods, on top of the score, are with Ryan, looks like, right now. Pass to Quinn early, not the easiest throw, but Tolliver is accurate and true on this one. Great gain, and knocking on the doorstep once again. In the green zone, as they call it now, the NFL, instead of the red zone, because that's where the money's made. Second down. Looks like Madtown actually gets the grapple there. Wins the taps. Pass to Anthony Miller is uncontested. And it's 36-0, 37 with the extra point coming in. I've heard of revenge games before, but this is one of the most savage beatdowns I've had the privilege of watching recently. But sometimes it just gets away from you. If the game isn't close after the end of the first half, you tend to make decisions you wouldn't normally make, and you get one-dimensional, and it can really spiral out of control. It looks like that run 3 is just not going to be available to Madtown in this game. Fourth and 7. Why not? On your own end, let's do it. Pass 1 is the call. What a throw to Johnson across field. Some pretty nifty moves at the top there. And first down, just over a minute remaining in the game. Pass one called. Elway said he's going to run this all the way. Calls his own number. And we got 10 yards on first down. Out near the 35-yard line again, pass one. And again, back-to-back 10-yard gains. Pass one called. I'm not a big fan of here how deep the drop is there for Madtown. It's going to take too long for that ball to get there, even with Elway. If you want to play the angles, you gotta make it so that the defender doesn't have enough time to switch targets that he's defending. So game ends with an interception, and this was never in doubt. I would say that Madtown should just forget that this game existed, but any game is a learning opportunity. Probably a different playbook choice based on the talent that he had. The two of the run plays were good, but the second one was very questionable because you could see that it was coming and there was nothing to offset that. But Ryan11P just played a great game, and that's why the score went the way it went. And he took advantage early, never looked back. He was up 21 points very early in this game, and then the rest was just completing out the game. So a great defensive showing as well as offensive performance by Ryan11P. And Madtown will take this, and he's 1-1 against the number 2 seed in his group, so he can't be disappointed in that. And we'll see how both these players do as the tournament progresses. So thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this and haven't already subscribed, please do so. And I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments about this one. We'll catch you next time on Green Bay Online Tecmo Super Bowl from GLBAN.